In this video, I'm going to show you guys how I wash and waterproof all of our winter clothes every year so that they work better and last longer. Now, like I said in the last video, when my husband first started telling me that I should be doing this, I didn't believe him. I thought when you sat in the snow in your snow pants and your bum got wet, you were supposed to get a new pair of snow pants. Or when you were wearing your raincoat and you were feeling the rain on the inside of the coat, you were supposed to get a new rain jacket. But as soon as my husband showed me this whole process, the frugal person inside of me got ecstatic. Not only was I very excited to make my clothes last longer, but I also became much warmer and happier in the wintertime, something that I had not ever really felt before. I am a warm weather loving person because I am just always cold. So winter has always kind of been a rough time for me. But now that I know how to properly clothe myself in the winter, thanks mostly to my husband, and also how to take care of my winter clothing, also thanks to my husband, I am much happier to participate in winter sports, to get outside in the winter, and to get my kids outside. But I got even more excited about this whole thing once we had kids, because you know how as an adult, when you go to the snow or anywhere outside in the winter, you don't spend much time on the ground, right? It's few and far between that you actually sit down in the snow or on a wet log if you're out hiking. Kids, on the other hand, even if they know how to stay up in the snow, they will find themselves in the snow, laying on the snow, rolling down a hill in the snow. And if I didn't know how to do this whole wash and re-waterproof thing, I would have thought their snow clothes had reached the end of their lives much before they actually had. So it has saved us a lot of money as adults. I think my snow outfit, my ski pants, I think I've had for about 12 years now. My husband got those for me, I think the first or second year we were married. And then my snow coat, I think he got me the year after that. So it's been a few years and it is still just as good as new. And the kids' ski clothes we have not had to get rid of at all. We've just been able to pass those down, which has been very helpful. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm Kassy and I make videos all about how to streamline your home. So if that sounds like something you would be into, please hit subscribe down below and ring the bell next to it. All right, let's go ahead and get into this video. So the first thing you want to do if you are washing and re-waterproofing your gear is you want to gather up all the gear that you need to do this for. So for us, this includes our winter gloves, our ski or snowboarding or whatever, sledding pants, your bibs, whatever you use when you go outside in the winter. Maybe it's even rain pants. This would work for that as well. Then you want to grab your big winter coats. Then I also like to wash and re-waterproof our raincoats. Now you'll notice if you get this or an off-brand or whatever, this is just what we use. I am sure there are other brands out there if you want to use a different one. But you'll have some instructions for a top-loading washing machine, a front-loading washing machine, or hand wash. I personally do the hand washing. I feel like it's just a little bit less waste maybe, because with a top-loading washing machine, which is what we have, it says do no more than 6 garments. Whereas what I do is I fill up my bathtub and then I add this directly in there and I just wash everything in the bathtub. I can wash 6 garments and then agitate it, do all the things I need to do, take those out, and then put more garments in. And I don't have to just waste that water and this stuff and all of that other stuff, because there's lots, it's still the solution, right? There's a lot that didn't get absorbed into the other clothes. So I find that a little bit better. It does take a little bit more time, I guess, but I don't mind. Whenever I'm doing this project, it's kind of just my project for the day. So taking a little bit of extra time to not waste all that water and all that solution, it works for me. You can do it in the washing machine though, if that is better for you. But then once everything is in there and you have the right amount in, so I fill up the washer and then it says to use 1.7 fluid ounces per item. So I will typically say if there's 6 items in there, I will put the amount in for 6 items. But then, like I said, I will agitate it, do all the steps that I'm supposed to do, and then I will pull those out and put 6 more items in because there's still a lot of water in solution left. So take that for what it's worth. You can do it my way, save yourself a little bit of money, or you can just do what's on the packaging. I've had no problem with it working with my way though. Then once those first items are in, I will agitate it because you kind of want it to wash everything and kind of get the items clean, right? So I just agitate it around. And then once you agitate it, you are supposed to rinse it 3 times with clean water. Now, like I said, I will reuse that water. So I will pull those out, put them somewhere, do this a couple of times with the next items that I need to do. And then I will empty the bathtub, put the clean water in there, and then rinse the items. Now, I will say one little tip here. I never use cleaning gloves, but if you are going to do this by hand, you may want to get some because my hands always feel super weird after I finish this. It's almost kind of plasticky because I'm essentially waterproofing my hands as I'm doing this. So just a side note, I never have them and it's not a problem. It's never been a problem for me, but it does feel really weird. Like for the rest of the day, your hands will just feel kind of rubbery. It's kind of strange, but it's okay. It's no big deal. If that happens, it's not going to hurt anything. I don't think. At least I don't think it's hurt me yet. So then for drying, no need to dry the garment before waterproofing. You can air dry or tumble dry on a low setting if the carat label allows. So obviously if the garment's not supposed to be dried, don't dry it. But since we are going to be waterproofing the item, we actually don't need to dry it at all. And once it is rinsed those 3 times, we can go ahead and just move into the waterproofing step. Now, once I get my bottle of the waterproofing stuff, I will pop a video in here for you guys to see that. I don't have it with me here, but it basically looks just like this, just a different color. So you get the idea. But what you're going to do here, if you want to do my method, again, I just fill up the bathtub and I use the same amounts that I would for however many garments I'm going to have in at one time. So don't feel like you have to keep filling up your bathtub and making a new solution every time you do this. You can if you want, it'll just be a little bit more expensive. And you can use the washer actually if you want for this as well. You can use it in a top loading washing machine or a side loading. But like I said, I just feel like it's a little bit more economical to just fill up the bathtub once, put the right amount in for 6 garments or however many, and then just put the jackets in, agitate them, do what you need to do, and then put those aside, put the pants in, agitate, put them aside, and then the gloves. And I don't count each and every glove as an item because a coat is about the same size as 5 pairs of gloves. So I count all the gloves as about 1 item. So you can be a little bit more economical with this. Obviously, the company wants you to use more so that you buy more, but I have had no problem reusing my solutions. So that's what I do. And then for the waterproofing, I'm looking here at the website. It says 1 clean garment in 1.5 gallons of hand hot water, again, just hot to the touch. And it says to do it in a bowl or a sink because it's saying to do this for the gloves. I do this process for everything. And then add 1.5 fluid ounces of the waterproofing solution. Agitate the mix, and then you leave this one to soak for 5 to 10 minutes. And sometimes I'll leave it for a little bit longer if I forget to set a timer. It's no big deal. Then agitate it thoroughly. Then you rinse it with cold water until the water runs clear. Then you can air or tumble dry on low if the care settings allow. I like to just air dry everything. I feel like when you're dealing with more expensive clothing like snow clothes and rain gear often are, I just prefer to air dry it. And it's not a huge deal to me if once a year I have coats and pants hanging all over the shower curtains in both bathrooms. It takes about a day or 2 for everything to dry. And then I just put it away for the year. So that's all I had for this video. I hope you guys found it helpful, and I would love to hear in the comments down below. Is this a new idea for you? Is this something that you have always done? Or do you have other ways that you have extended the life of your clothing, either by how you wash them or dry them or just anything? I always love hearing ways to stretch the budget and to stretch out the life of the things that we have purchased. As always, I'm Kassy with MakingTimeForGiggles.com, and I make videos all about how to simplify your life. So if that sounds like something you would enjoy, please subscribe down below and ring the bell next to it because I would love to see you on the next video.